Yeah, I hope that you hearing me. This is the future, all about cybersecurity. Talking about the hackers, I'm just trying to warn you. From the one and only legend, the cyber informer. Hey, yeah, this is the cyber reformer. This is the cyber reformer. Let's go.
It's time for the Cybersecurity Business Connect and Protect Central Coast informational video. I am Michael Trimblett, the Cyber Informer, and today we'll be talking about the Essential 8 patching applications. Patching applications has its benefits, but it may not be as easy as you think. In this video, we'll show you the fundamental ideas behind patching applications and talk about issues that may arise from it. So let's go. What does patch applications mean? Applications are programs that run on operating systems. For example, Microsoft Office is the application that runs on the operating system Windows 10. For more information about what an operating system is, please go back and watch the Essential 8 information video, Patch Operating Systems. Patching applications refers to ensuring you are running the latest version of the applications you use. If you use Adobe Reader to read PDF documents, you need to ensure you are running the latest version of that product. The term patching means to update. The terms are interchangeable. How do you conform to the Patch Applications Essential 8 strategy? There are three major items you need to do in order to conform. Security vulnerabilities in applications and drivers assessed as extreme risk are patched, updated, or mitigated within 48 hours of the security vulnerabilities being identified by vendors, independent third parties, system managers, or users. An automated mechanism is used to confirm and record that deployed application and driver patches or updates have been installed, applied successfully, and remain in place. Applications that are no longer supported by vendors with patches or updates for security vulnerabilities are updated or replaced with vendor-supported versions. In these videos, we'll be talking about Windows. We will concentrate on Windows because that is where these principles apply the most. Whilst Mac and Linux need to conform to the same rules, Windows in the business world is by far the majority operating system, thus the biggest target. To read about the Essential 8, go to https://loyalit.com.au/essential8. This will redirect you to the government's website. Before we get into too much detail, we need to understand a few definitions so we can then understand how this part of the Essential 8 relates to securing your data. For that, we need a propeller hat zone. This section is rated 1 propeller hat out of 5 as we'll be talking about application versions and version numbers. So what is an application? The definition from Wikipedia is, application software is computer software designed to carry out a specific task other than one relating to the operating of the computer itself, typically to be used by end users. Examples of an application include a word processor and a media player. Applications are installed on top of the operating system. The operating system controls the computer and the application performs a specific task on the computer. Any software you install on a computer is an application. Some examples are the Microsoft suite of products like Excel, Word, PowerPoint, Outlook, etc. Internet browsers like Firefox, Safari, Edge, and Chrome. Video games like Fortnite, Candy Crush, and Doom. Accounting software such as MYOB and Reckon software, and the list goes on. Now you are familiar with what applications are, we'll have a look at what versions mean. Let's look at the application Notepad++. You can download this handy program at the website notepadplus.org/downloads. When you visit the website, you'll see there are a number of versions to choose from. Typically, you'll want to download the highest number version. Let me show you on my computer what I mean. Okay, so this is the Notepad++ website, where we can see the number of versions to choose from. We can see the latest version at the moment is 7.9.5, and then we also have older versions that we can install, 7.9.4, 7.9.3, 7.9.2, and the list kind of goes on for a little while here. As we can see, it goes back to some really old versions. So let's have a look at what I have installed on this machine. I have an older version of Notepad++, 7.9.3 installed on this device. So let's minimize that and we'll go into Notepad++. When we go to the question mark and about, we can see that it is 7.9.3. Some programs will automatically update or prompt you to update when opening. Notepad++ will normally ask you if you want to download the latest version when you open the program if it detects a new version is available. I've already clicked no to that message for this demonstration, so that didn't actually happen. So what we'll do is force it to update. To do that, we click on the question mark, We'll click on Update Notepad++. It will then prompt you that there's an update package available. Do you want to download it? We'll click yes to that. And here we go. It'll go through and say, do you want to continue the installation? We'll say yes to that. It closes. Now, what this will do is trigger user access control. User access control, or UAC, is an important way for you to see what is installing on your computer. It gives you a prompt so you can consider if you want the installation to continue. This is a good defense against malware, as you can stop the installation of malware if you were prompted with the UAC screen, but you aren't in the process of installing anything. So ask yourself, why did this screen come up? Am I actually installing software? If you are, then you click yes. If not, then you want to click no. In this case, we'll click yes because we are running the update, and the update will continue. We'll follow the bouncing ball to complete the update. So we click all nexts all the way through to finish. And we can see run Notepad++ 7.9.5 now. We'll hit finish. It then opens up. And if we go back and have a look about Notepad++, we can see now that we have the latest version 7.9.5. So the latest update has been installed. There are some pitfalls. What if you haven't used Notepad++ in a while? It'll lay dormant on your system as an older version. If this version has a critical vulnerability, you'll have a program on your computer which has a critical problem, and it will not update itself until you open it or until you trigger a manual update. If a vulnerability is discovered in that version and you haven't updated, this could become a major problem. How do we monitor out-of-date software? The best way to monitor out-of-date software is to have a vulnerability scanner running on your network. If your older software has a vulnerability, the vulnerability scanner will find it. If your older software doesn't have a vulnerability, then there is typically nothing to worry about. Right now, that is. Remember, vulnerabilities are found every day. So constant re-evaluation and monitoring is critical to maintaining security on your network. Managed services products from managed service providers can update a number of third-party products automatically, but these are normally limited in ability. For example, they'll likely be able to update Adobe Reader and Notepad++, but specialized applications such as MYOB or practice management software, a manual update may need to be applied. In the last slide, I mentioned scanning the network with a vulnerability scanner. After running a scan, we can see there is a version of Adobe Flash Player installed that has a critical vulnerability. 9.8 is pretty bad. Bad enough to worry. Anything 9 or above, you need to take immediate action. Frequent vulnerability scans of your network are required to unearth out-of-date software products that have vulnerabilities. Why do versions matter? Like operating systems, vulnerabilities are found daily. Vulnerabilities are registered with MITRE.org. Check it out for yourself at https://cve.mitre.org. For a closer look of how easy it is to find working exploits for vulnerabilities, go back and watch the Patch Operating Systems video. Arguably, application software is a richer target than operating systems because applications may not have the resources to develop their software that operating system developers have. This could mean the vulnerability could go unpatched for an extended period, or in some cases, where the developer has gone out of business, never. We're now exiting the propeller hat zone. Now we know why it's important to patch applications. The Essential 8 Maturity Level 3 asks that there is an automated mechanism to update applications on your network. An automated mechanism is used to confirm and record that deployed application and driver patches or updates have been installed, applied successfully, and remain in place. Unfortunately, there's no silver bullet that will cover all applications, as the update mechanism varies from vendor to vendor. Speak to your IT provider, as it is likely they have a managed services product to help manage patching. Some applications may be included in this product, but it will not be comprehensive. In this situation, a manual inventory and audit is required to keep all applications up to date. Remove old applications from your network. Applications that are no longer supported by vendors with patches or updates for security vulnerabilities are updated or replaced with vendor-supported versions. This applies to all applications you're running on your network. If you don't need it, remove it. If you need it and it's old, do your research and see if there are vulnerabilities associated with that version. You can never be too careful. In the premium membership, there will be individual videos on each of the Essential 8, which will dive into each of the maturity levels and what you need to do to implement them. For the moment, all we need to know is that there are 3 levels in each of the Essential 8 items: maturity level 1, 2, and 3. As we've talked about in this video, to be fully aligned with patching application maturity level 3, we must conform to the following strategies. Security vulnerabilities in applications and drivers assessed as extreme risk are patched, updated, or mitigated within 48 hours of the security vulnerabilities being identified by vendors, independent third parties, system managers, or users. An automated mechanism is used to confirm and record that deployed application and driver patches or updates have been installed, applied successfully, and remain in place. Applications that are no longer supported by vendors with patches or updates for security vulnerabilities are updated or replaced with vendor-supported versions. What did we learn? As with operating system patching, patching applications is very important. Unsupported or unused applications should be uninstalled. Limited automatic patching can be performed by your managed services provider. Manual inventory and updates may need to be performed on the majority of applications. Thank you for joining me for a look at patching applications. Don't forget, you can contact me via email, Instagram, Facebook, or Twitter. Until next time, stay safe online.
Oh yeah, this is the Cyber Informer. Hackers, you going down like, oh yeah, this is the Cyber Informer. Hackers, you going down, yeah.